Welcome to another episode of This Week in Wrestling. I'm your host, ANT in HD. And next to me, he's back, RTP John. John, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing great, man. I just got back from camping. Yeah, you saw that? I just got back from camping in Idlewild for my birthday
Yeah.
trip. Actually,
Oh,
birthday's
happy birthday.
tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah,
happy
thank you, man.
birthday.
It's technically tomorrow, but yeah, I got the days off for this last weekend, so feeling refreshed. I got to watch all the wrestling Saturday night's main event and the UFC on my phone in the back of my
Uh-huh.
Forerunner, car camping, just sitting there, hope my phone doesn't die. But yeah, man, this is a great
Hey,
weekend.
we may get to UFC at the end. I do think it was a very interesting week in wrestling.
Hmm.
This week, I mean, if we're talking about this week in wrestling, as far as the weekly shows go, our headlines are: we had a Natalia heel turn, and MFTs are still feuding with the Wyatts. So nothing really to talk about this week. But we did have a phenomenal, pun intended, show on Saturday with AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, taking on Shinsuke Nakamura. Saturday night's main event, all in all, was great. Let's go beat by that, and then everything else we'll kind of touch on, show a little love
Yeah.
on. But before we do that, speaking of phenomenal, we have launched the phenomenal Discord, the Run the Play Wrestling official Discord. Talk with us. Look, we are the only wrestling show on YouTube that covers WWE, AEW, TNA, NXT, everything you want in one show. So you know we know ball. So go in the description, click that link, join our Discord, talk ball with us every single week. Conductor, come on, man. Let's kick it off with Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu. I actually enjoyed this, and let me tell you why. One, I usually don't like these brawls, but this felt fitting. Like, we kind of talked about this earlier. But
Yeah.
two, with this brawl, my first thought was like, oh, this is going to be quick so that AJ and Shinsuke could get more time. And it wasn't a quick brawl, but it was like, I felt like it was kind of needed in the show.
Yeah, I mean, like, we were texting, and I was like, man, I'm so happy that we could see Jacob Fatu in a real match. And then it wasn't even a real match. But honestly, I'd rather have this than a DQ finish after
Yeah.
10 minutes of, like, let's protect
Mediocre.
Cody and Jacob wrestling. You know, they just beat the crap out of each other. We probably saw some future WWE or AEW champions getting tossed around as wrestling security guards. But
Yeah, for real.
I like this a lot better than a DQ finish. That's for sure. You know, just let them beat each other up and let Drew come in there. It serves the angle, wrapped it up quick. You know, save some time for the rest of the wrestling on the card. I'm all for it. It was a great angle. I liked it.
They're establishing Drew as this real big bad, which I personally like. But let's pivot over to Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez taking on the team of Rio. This match was good, somewhat botchy, but I liked the finish. The finish got me. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Liv Morgan and Roxanne were gonna pull it out. Oh.
Yeah, they did a lot of false finishes here. It was a
Yeah.
creative finish too. Rhea pinning Liv was cool too. A little throwback to their feud.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still their feud, I guess. You know, I mean, they're still feuding. It's part of their story. I liked it. It was botchy. There was that time where the pin was obviously supposed to be broken up by Rhea, and it didn't
She
happen.
didn't get there.
But they're all pros. They covered for their mistake very quick, very easily. We've seen it recently with, I think it was Nia Jackson. I forget someone else where they didn't kick out of the pin when they should have.
Tiffany
You know,
and Jade.
yeah.
That was like the worst match ever.
They were like standing there, and then Nia's like looking at the hand, and then kicks out at like 6.
And then
Um,
gets like hit with a non-finisher, and then gets pinned like 2 minutes later. So it's like, just finish the match right then and there.
But they covered it up pretty quick. I do feel like the women's wrestlers are trying to do the AEW thing of the fast chain wrestling and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I thought the match was good. I mean, like the botches don't define the match. It's how you tell the story, and they told the story way better than they did in the other botchy Nia Jax, Tiffany, and Jade match. You know, the story was told really well. I thought it was a great match. But yeah, a little botchy. But hey, I like it. I like seeing the inner workings of some of this stuff, especially with Unreal.
Yeah.
Knowing that they're all trying to work together, and that part of it is being stripped back. I like kind of seeing some of this nitty gritty stuff, but obviously they want better for it too. So no complaints.
We
You know.
we will be talking about Unreal at the end of this episode. I just want to put that out there now. So stick around for that. Would you agree with this? This match had 4 of the 6 best women's wrestlers on the main roster.
Yeah, people that are not currently out.
Who's missing other than probably Bianca?
Bianca.
I think the only wrestlers that you could put in this conversation is Bianca, Becky, and Lyra.
Hot take. I think Natalia could be in there too, but they just never use her. But
I just don't care about Natalia ever.
I don't give a
try.
crap. That's
Even when they
WWE's.
try.
I think that's her. That's WWE's fault. They should have booked her like a Heart way like 10 years ago. They should have been booking her like a Heart, but they can't just do that now. But yeah, I agree. This had some of the best wrestlers, women's wrestlers. Period. I mean, AEW didn't really have a deep roster with that yet either. So I would say WWE's where it's at for women's wrestling, and yeah, all of them were in the same match together. Thought it was great.
I agree. I think this match was even greater. Some would say phenomenal. Taking my joke once again. I would say as of January 25th, 2026, this was the best match of the year so far. AJ Styles beats Shinsuke Nakamura. I knew AJ Styles was going to win this match, obviously, but they made up for their shitty WrestleMania match and shitty build-up and shitty feud. I was very happy, very satisfied with this match. It did. I gave this an official 4.5 stars.
Oh, dude, I need to get on. Yeah, I need to update Dropkick for everything. I keep forgetting to do that, but
I just do it after I watch. Once I see it's up, I'm just fucking on it.
I just need to do it.
I want to be able to at the end of the year be like, okay, I felt like this and I'm correct.
I'm inclined to agree with you. 4.5 stars. Honestly, I don't have a reason why not to have it be a 5-star.
I think the thing that this was lacking was stakes.
Or build up. It was
build
just
up and
just
stakes.
do it.
I'm very much stakes matter in wrestling. This had no stakes whatsoever. It just was a great match. Like ring quality, this was definitely a 5-star match. If this was for a
AJ
title,
gonna lose? No.
Not really. You know what this is gonna be. I think the argument for AJ losing is like Shinsuke's gonna be there, but who knows how long Shinsuke's gonna be there for? Because Gunther will probably retire him before WrestleMania too. So
on the way.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a good point to talk about this because I feel like we haven't had this conversation yet. This AJ Styles stuff, I don't know if you're following the behind the scenes of this, where this obviously feels like a rushed build, right, to his retirement match. A lot of people are saying that his contract's up in February and AJ Styles doesn't want to renew his contract with WWE. So that's why they're going for this retirement matching, which makes me excited because I'm honestly, and I'm gonna say this a little later on, we'll talk about it once again. Out of all the weekly shows this week, the best show to me was TNA, which is fucking surprising, but I've been kind of enjoying watching TNA lately. So if AJ Styles has one last TNA run or an AEW run in him, I will not complain. I will. If we get AJ Styles versus Will Ospreay at All In Wembley, I will not. You will not catch me.
Or even freaking run Kenny Omega.
We're running
because they both seem like they're wrapping it up.
I wonder if they've probably fought before in Japan.
They have, but I mean, Omega is wrapping it up though.
In America, yeah. I mean, both of them. It feels like their last year. I would not be surprised if this is Kenny's last year too. So
I think TNA is way more likely than AEW. I think AEW would hurt AJ Styles' legacy, but TNA would be more of a,
You think it would hurt his legacy?
I think if you are going to a new promotion where you haven't established yourself and you're only going to be, if he's going to be there for like a couple years, sure. But he says there's no way in hell I'm wrestling over 50, And I mean, you know how wrestlers when their nevers are. But I mean, why would he go? I don't think he'd go to a new promotion to establish himself. But if he goes to TNA, he's already a made man, and it's more of like a goodbye,
I don't think he has to establish himself because fuck WWE. He's had elite work in TNA, in New Japan. If you have the rest of the year with AJ Styles starting in March, let's say, and we get a Kenny Omega match, an MJF match, a Swerve match, an Adam Hangman match, we get Will Ospreay in there. Like, I don't think there's a world where that hurts his legacy, respectfully.
That's fair.
He's proven. It's not like he's coming out and it's like, who's AJ Styles? He has to run through Ricochet to start building his name. Like, no, he's there. So that's why I would prefer the AEW run. But I also, like, if he went to TNA, I'm not going to hate the guy because I understand why he would do that. That would be a sick
him and
moment
Jeff
too.
Hardy got to run it back, Him and Jet, they need to do a Victory Road Volume 2. That's what I think.
We just need something, man. I just hope AJ Styles is in WWE 2K26. Like, that's my only thing I'm holding for. I'm not gonna lie.
He's got to be, right?
I think he does, but do you see the cover? They're doing
I
Monday
did.
Night Wars. Fire.
Dude, it looks so good.
Fire. Oh, hey, in the Discord,
do
if y'all
like
want
a
the
new
smoke, if y'all want the smoke, hit me in the Discord, bro. I'm so nice at that game.
We already got giveaways where you can earn the stuff if you want to. We got ideas and things.
Yeah, we'll probably do a tournament. I'm not gonna lie. We'll do a tournament. Me and John on commentary. Man, the last match of the show, I wouldn't say it like lived up to the second to last match's quality, but this is exactly what I wanted. You know, Sami Zayn wins, and they did get me. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Trick Williams had it on the roll up, and then when Randy was out of the ring for so damn long, I was like, oh, he's just gonna fucking win. Like, that's it. But nah, they did it, and I'm cool with it. Sometimes, if I'm craving bacon, I want to eat bacon, and that's a wild thing to say it when I'm talking about Sami Zayn. But you know, but if my Syrian brother put on a show and he won in Montreal, and he's gonna go to Saudi Arabia and he's gonna win.
Starting a holy war on This Week in Wrestling, bro. Come on now. I couldn't say the actual word for what holy war is because I don't want to get demonetized, but yeah, I thought the four-way was, thought it was good. I thought it was kind of obvious. I mean, like having, right?
Go ahead.
I thought the four-way was great. The freaking ending. What? It was good. It was good.
What?
It was good. It did what it needed to do. It wasn't a Triple H fatal four-way though.
No.
I guess it kind of was with Randy being out of it for like 40 minutes selling, but that's like the classic
like,
Triple H spot.
If me and you had 24 hours to book a fatal four-way, I think this is what we'd come up with, and I'm happy with it. You know?
I thought Sami winning was obvious. As soon as he pimp slapped Drew on SmackDown, I was like, Sammy's got to win this. And dude, that's we're kind of jumping it a little bit if we want to work our way backwards to go to SmackDown. But that pimp slap, he's like, 1 second, I gotta handle something. Freaking
hold that.
That was great. That was great.
Before we kind of jump into SmackDown, what are the chances Sami wins this? Like, if you had to give a percentage.
I mean,
I was very pro Sami until I heard, I think it was Santi's app say, it would be perfect for Drew to beat Sami in Saudi because that would give him probably the most heat he could possibly get. And I was like, yeah, fuck.
Drew needs heat and he needs a real win. So
Yeah.
I think he's going to beat. I mean, if we're looking at people that have lost a lot lately, I mean, Sammy's due for a big loss like that. Or at least when it comes to him and Drew. You know what I mean? Drew needs a win, like a legit win. I don't want it to be a bullshit win. I want him to fucking kick Sammy's head off a few times and pin him clean. But is it going to be shenanigans? Is there going to be probably DQ, maybe a couple ref bumps? You know what I mean? Yes, it's WWE. We're in Saudi. I mean, we're in Saudi Arabia. Undertaker might interrupt in this match. You never know. You know what I mean? Like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What?
Bears. Bobcat. Bear. Milk.
They got elk.
The Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, we got elk.
Didn't he break
Parents. Saudi Arabia.
What?
Austin 316.
What? Still
Can I
building
get
the
a
stadium.
hell yeah?
What?
No, but we could slide over to, honestly, bro, this week in wrestling was not a great week in wrestling. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there was a lot of good matches, but there's just no stakes whatsoever. That main event of SmackDown sucked to me. You know who's kind of been my sneaky like underdog wrestler to watch lately? Kiana James, bro. I feel like Kiana James has been fucking hooping in every tag team match. Like, the triple threat tag team match they were in, like, she kind of felt like the MVP. The tag match last week, she kind of felt like the MVP. Like, Kiana James is kind of wrestling her ass off lately, out of nowhere.
The young bloods are coming up, man.
Yeah.
They're coming up. Charlotte and Alexa losing was cool.
Yeah.
I feel like they're setting up the breakup. Maybe that's the Mania angle. Alexa versus Charlotte for Mania. Maybe it's not going to be a tag match. That's what
I think that is.
I think they're priming them for a good feud, and I'm here for it. Actually, the Charlotte and Alexa stuff wasn't really working for me at first because I think Charlotte wasn't wanting to play ball behind the scenes. But then now that I feel like she's fully bought in, and like I'm liking it. I really like the odd couple dynamic where it's gonna blow up on itself. It's good stuff. I'm
Do
liking
you
it.
think I do think that before Rio and Charlexa break up, they should run that tag match because it's like we're in a very weird vacuum right now where like that could happen. So just why not let it happen?
Yeah, why
'Cause
not?
Have they fought? They haven't fought yet, right?
I don't think so.
So for the love of the game, let's make it happen. I'll talk to Triple H about it.
I'll call Hunter.
I've been liking singles Johnny wrestling. It's pretty cool. It was a good match with Nathan Frazier.
Yeah, Johnny Gargano can work though. That's the thing. It's nice about him.
I think DIY sucks. Like it just doesn't need to be existing.
It's DIY, like WHY.
Yeah, DIY
Yeah.
the fuck. Are you guys a team? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got new tag champs. The Wyatt Six lose the belts to MFTs.
I'm over that. I'm over that storyline.
End it. I get it, but like I feel like this has been teased for like a year now. I feel like this was supposed to be the WrestleMania program last year, and it's still going on. So
I think they're giving up on the angle. I think they're looking for something else. But Solo being part of the tag team that actually has the gold is cool. Like Solo doing stuff. That's cool.
the thumb. I like Jordan Grace a lot.
She can work.
She could work. And then I like the Carmelo and Ilya match a lot, but I thought The Miz did not need to get involved. Like that
Yeah,
match
that's
was
what I was
honestly to me one of their best matches ever until the finish. Which
I don't think Ilya needs to. I don't know if he needs. I don't know. I just don't know why the Miz needs to get involved. I love Mike the Miz. Give him a real feud. Get him out of the suit. Get him back in his trunks. Have him wrestle. Have him win. Have him lose.
wrestle.
You know, but that whole interference spot where he pushes Ilya off the top. I mean, it worked, but I'm like, man, Carmelo and Ilya, we really got to run it back a third time now.
It's not even that. It's like we gotta fucking have the Miz still involved in 2026.
Or is it going to be
Like-
a handicap match because Ilya's like, I can take both of you. Punishment, pain.
Let the pain entertain.
Which, for me, I would like to point out, he literally couldn't handle both of them. He lost the match. He literally couldn't handle both of them. So I don't know what angle they're going with the Miz getting involved with it. I mean, the Miz versus Ilya Dragunov, I don't really need to see that.
Please make it happen. And the Miz wins,
The Miz wins,
showing he could actually wrestle.
actually in a technical
cinema.
masterpiece. 5 stars in the Tokyo Dome.
Cinema.
Meltzer gives it 6 stars.
Before we switch over to Raw, let's do a little rapid fire. You know, this is our last episode before the Royal
God.
Rumble. So let's do a little Royal Rumble rapid fire. AJ Styles versus Gunther, who wins?
Oh, I thought you were going to give me trivia. And I was like, bro, last time you
No,
gave me
no
trivia, I bombed
I didn't
that
even post.
so-
I didn't even post our trivia. It was fucking. It was fucking. What streaming service did WWE start on this year? Hulu, Disney Plus. Oh, it's the same
fucking
thing.
knows?
I'm in.
Shit. But AJ Styles versus Gunther, who I think is winning this? AJ Styles.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I the hopeful in me is telling me that AJ in a surprise turn is going to win this, and Gunther and AJ are going to do a career versus career match later on. I'm praying that AJ stays around until Mania.
So I like your idea better.
I don't think
But
it's likely though, but
The contract ruse is getting me though.
but we don't know anything. That's the thing.
We don't know. It's all unreal and shit like that. And Triple H is gonna be back there. So what we did is we put it out on social media that AJ Styles' contract was up. It's like
You can hear the pacemaker in the background of the audio.
sound like a fucking
Yeah,
smoke alarm.
I remember everything's an angle now. Everything's
Yeah.
an angle now. It's nothing's ever a bad decision, bad mistake.
And
Except
The
for
Rock,
firing Ron.
The Rock is like, and I said we should have Gunther go on to WrestleMania and retire AJ Styles.
The Rock's like, I discovered Gunther.
The Rock's like, I discovered AJ Styles this year, like everyone else.
Actually, no, that's Rikishi actually and Mark Henry. They're the guys who always discovered people.
I did this for The Rock.
They did it for the Rock.
All right, Drew and Sammy. We kind of we touched on
Drew.
this. I'll go if I gotta put my money on it. I'll put money on Drew. That's how I feel.
Claymore. 1, 2, 3.
Women's Rumble. We haven't talked much about the Women's Rumble. Not gonna lie.
Liv Morgan.
Uh, she's the
I don't
best.
Liv Morgan, she's gonna win it. I
What?
don't know why that came out of me right now. it just Donnie came out. I don't know.
Donald
Why.
Trump's a Liv Morgan fan.
He probably is. Never mind.
Liv Morgan, you know, I would love to watch her win.
Yeah, I know. Fake tans in professional wrestling and Donald Trump. That's a Venn diagram that they all share. But I think Liv Morgan has a pretty good chance of winning this. I don't know. Liv or like Chris Jericho. Like I don't know. Like our truth comes in. I'm just kidding. Chris Jericho returns and breaks the walls down. Santina comes back. Yeah.
I'm gonna give a hot take here, and I'm gonna say that Io wins. I'm gonna go a little spicy.
I'm happy with that. She's been the GOAT.
And just Io hasn't won a Rumble, and you could do the Rhea Io WrestleMania match. Find how to get to that angle.
No, Cody wins. Number 30, wrestling. Whatever it is.
Brandy Rhodes.
He
I
comes out
have
with the
to
belt.
finish the story.
He gets his weight belt and starts whipping all the people. He's like,
Oh
Jesus,
my
bro.
gosh. The
Craziest heel turn
Heel
ever.
Cody wins the Women's Royal Rumble cinema. Let's go with who wins the Men's Royal Rumble. I mean, we kind of touched on this. I don't know if I feel Roman anymore.
They didn't even have him come on TV to announce his entrance. If he wins it, I'm going to be so nauseated
Fucking
with
pop-up
WWE.
graphic. Number 30.
I don't even know if he knows he's in the Rumble. He's like, oh, wait, you guys are all right, cool. I honestly have no idea who's going to win this. Jimmy Uso, actually.
Nice. Good call. I'm gonna say LA Knight for the love of the game.
LA Knight, or honestly, I
Yeah.
can see them having Braun Breaker.
Yeah, that he seems like the layup, like the easy one. Let's head over to Raw now. Not really anything to talk about. We had a Finn Balor, your yearly Finn Balor world title loss. In a good match.
At least we got one this year.
Yeah. No, I think we got one last year. It's just fake. It's like fake woke. I like honestly, the only thing on Raw, as weird as this fucking sounds, that I'm feeling is the Raquel stuff. Like, inject that into my veins.
Did you see that fan cussing her out? And she was like,
No.
shut the fuck up.
No, that's so
Yeah,
funny.
she was selling on the ground. He goes, I know you're flopping. Get your ass up. Get your punk ass up. The guy on the side was there. So shut the fuck up. Then a security guard comes over. He's like, hey, yo, bro, chill.
Cinema. That's my goat. Raquel Rodriguez needs the title. Simple. I would love if Liv Morgan won just so we could get Raquel Liv at Mania. I mean, that's like the most easy storyline. They just did it like 2 years ago with Bailey, but I'd be cool if they ran that back.
Breaking up Judgment Day. I don't care how we get there. Just do it.
Cinema. Or don't break it
free my
up.
boy
That'd
Finn.
be interesting. Free Finn till it's backwards.
Punk versus Finn was great, though. That's the thing. Punk versus Finn, I thought was a good match. Just the wrong winner. But
Yeah. I agree. I mean, I don't even know if it's the wrong winner. I just
it
didn't
obviously
think.
wasn't going to be Finn.
NXT, I'll touch on it really quick before we get to AEW. Just want to give a couple shout outs because I do
We
think...
got to talk about Javon real quick. Javon got hurt
go
on
ahead.
Raw.
No,
Yeah,
I think
that
that was
sucks.
last week. I think that was
that
last
last week?
I think he was back this week. It was just a concussion.
I thought it was his arm.
No, I thought it was his arm too, but it's just a concussion. He's fine. He made it out the hood.
Gotcha. Okay, I didn't remember if this was this week or last week, but yeah, I thought Javon got hurt this week. But hey,
We texted. He was holding his arm, but it was just a concussion, which was it's nice.
he's
to
probably
hear.
just selling, being smart.
Yeah, being a good wrestler. NXT, quick, I'll give you 10 seconds. I just want to shout out these wrestlers because I do think they're kind of the future. Elio LaFleur looked fucking amazing. He's a luchador from France. The Vanity Project, I think, is one of the best factions in wrestling right now. It's just a bunch of frat boys. Shawn Legacy and Eli Knight, great match. Eli Knight, though, that name pisses me off because it sounds too much like LA Knight. So you should drop that.
Eli Knight, yeah.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
going over to AEW, I didn't think this week was great, but I like Josh Alexander versus Kenny Omega. I had 5-star expectations, and it just disappointed me. But Swerve Strickland versus Kevin Knight, the Jet, was a great match.
I liked the Kenny Omega versus Josh Alexander match. It was, I just didn't take it seriously because of the stupid headgear he had on the whole time. But
That's his thing, though. That's always been his thing.
I know.
He's
I
cool.
Just can't get past it. It was
Yeah.
a good match, though. Technical match. It was a technical match, but like mixed with like high flying spots. I thought it was cool. Then Kenny's post-match promo. We need to see more of those in WWE. That shouldn't be an AEW thing. We need to see the victors grabbing the mic, not just at live shows, like or even in between commercial breaks. We need to see that on our television. These
But
guys
if they
after
grab the mic,
winning.
if they grab the mic post match, how would we cut to commercial?
Exactly. I mean, I honestly, I'll call Triple H and be like, think about it. The longer you have the camera on, if you keep it wide, they can see the promo on the mat and they can see the promo on the back wall and they can see the promo and everything. You know what I mean? Maybe you can even have ring girls with little like Slim Jim ads. Maybe if they're telling the promo, you could be throwing Slim Jims like DX did with the glow sticks.
Give
You know?
WWE 2 years and they'll have that shit. They'll have fucking ring girls.
There's
with
gonna
Slim
be
Jims.
ads. There's gonna be commercial breaks in the 2K games next year. Like you're gonna. I mean, that'd be such a funny mechanic. Is that you have to just guess where you're gonna end up. You have to sit through like fake commercials, and then it cuts back like, oh, and what's happening now? It's like you were
You
winning,
missed
and then all of a
this.
sudden you're like upside down, caught up in the buckle.
You jumped to the outside with Javon Evans, and it's like, we'll be right back after this. And you're like, what the fuck is it? What did I buy? What did I spend my money on? But Swerve versus Kevin Knight, I also
That was a
think
good
was one of the
match.
best matches of the year. Like, I mean, at least as far as January goes. I still don't have a 5-star yet, but not a lot of storyline this week. Next week we have the FTR versus Davison Doyle match, and I really like Davison Doyle too. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm looking forward to that.
You know, you got a hard on for FTR, so I know you're like, ooh, got it in my calendar.
Dude, they're so funny. I don't know if you saw when Stokely came out and he had that website. It was like donate to Stokely or something like that.
I didn't see that.
Dude,
Well, I might
he
have,
had
I
like
just don't-
a
I didn't retain it.
donation website because he's in a wheelchair right now. And I went on the website and it's like him standing outside and he's like, "Hey, make sure you're donating money to these to this website." And like but when you click the donate link, it just takes you to fucking shopaew.com. So they're not terrible scumbags.
That's incredible. I love that.
Amazing stuff. Not gonna lie, by
Good heel
AEW.
work. Like it.
Um,
like it.
I don't think there's much else to talk about as far as AEW goes. Let me touch on TNA before we.
I mean,
get
Brody
into,
King. I think Brody King should be turning heel soon. Other than
He's
that,
gonna fight MJF, and then I don't know. I thought he was definitely gonna turn heel. After the Bandito match versus MJF, and he came out and he held his arm up and stuff like that, but he didn't. He pussied out
just looks
like
so-
a bitch.
he just looks so lethal that I don't take him as a baby face.
No,
You know,
Nah, I just
like-
can't. It makes him look soft, honestly. Like,
He's
be a
a
bad
big
guy.
dude with the
So-
full body tats. Like, let him go heel.
Yeah. MJF versus Brody King will be fun. I don't know how great it will be, but it'll be a good match for sure. TNA though was my show of the week. I'm not gonna lie. I had the most fun watching this show because they had this match, bro. And I want to explain this concept to you, and you let me know what you think. It's called Feast or Fire, right? And I never heard of this before. Maybe everyone in the comments is gonna be like, "You never heard of?" Like, okay. It's 10 competitors in the ring, right? There's 4 poles with briefcases. 3 of the briefcases have a title match in them, and one of them you get fired. So
That's incredible.
so fun. So
I've never heard of that.
one of the guys that got the briefcase was Trey Miguel, who's a part of the Rascals, who just signed with AEW. So I'm thinking he got the fired briefcase, and he's gonna end up just leaving TNA to go to AEW, and maybe he had like an extra week on his contract or something like that. But yeah, we had Eric Young win one, Steve Macklin win one, and Eddie Edwards win one as well. But I mean, it's just honestly, it's a fun watch. It's like super simple wrestling. Leon Slater still hasn't been on a show yet because of visa issues. But
I was gonna say he's been busy working for WWE. That's why he hasn't been on a show.
well, so on SmackDown he came out when they were in the UK, but he wasn't on TNA, and everyone was like, "What the fuck?" But it's because he had visa issues. Like he couldn't come to the USA. He lives in the UK,
So might as well just
have a match if
WWE's
you're
here.
out there, you know. So it
enough.
kind of works out. But let's pivot over to Unreal. Let's talk about some WWE Unreal
Ooh, good shit.
because I
Good
had
show.
some. Yeah, it was a great. Okay, let's talk about this really quick. Why do you think so many people hate this show?
I mean, I don't know any young people that hate it.
I do. I see it online. I've honestly,
Really? I'm not online as much.
I'm on YouTube. Wrestling YouTube hates this show because I personally feel like a lot of the problem with any sports is like if the biggest person hates something, everyone's gonna hate it, you know? And that to me is just lame. I get like Triple H lies a lot in the show, but at the end of the day, bro, if you're a wrestling fan and you're complaining about something feeling fake, like what are we doing, you know?
I find more enjoyment knowing how it works. I mean,
I do too.
Like, you would have so much fun if you, like, for a week worked at Disney just to see how everything worked back there.
For sure.
You know? Like, it's that type of thing. When you get the walls pulled back and everything, you get to, like, see how it works. Does it ruin it a little bit? Yeah. But, like, yeah. But we should have a yeah counter.
Dummy.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
yeah. But I don't know. I like it being peeled back. It's like I kind of got stale with wrestling, you know? It brings a whole new layer of me to think about, you know? Like
Yeah.
when wrestlers botch now, I'm thinking, "Oh man, I wonder if this is going to make it on Unreal. I can't wait to see them get chewed out," you know? Like seeing LA Knight get his freaking ass reamed in front of cameras.
That was and I saw people mad about that too. Like I get why Triple H popped off on him. You know,
I get it too.
He fucked up the spot. What are you gonna do?
The finish that he had in mind too was actually kind of cool.
And would have benefited LA Knight because then it's more of the dude. We want to see LA Knight win a championship. Like I kind of get why WWE booked him the way they did at the end of the year now. Like, and it makes sense.
And then like it shows that they still trust him because they trusted him with the Seth angle and the hurting his knee and everything like that.
The Gunther tournament.
Yeah,
like,
they trusted him with all of that, which is good. But man, it's like, what do you do with a guy that seems to just like fuck it up, you know, like right at those top moments? Because that, like you just said, that finish would have made him look stronger. Like that actually would have helped his character, and also would have made a more climatic moment, you know? Because after seeing how it went versus how it was supposed to go, I totally understand. I totally understand the angle that Triple H is pissed off about.
I'm recording. What's up? Come here. Come on the camera. This is what you interrupt me for. Wait till you, John. Look at this, brother. This man never. We're Arab. This man never dresses like this, man.
I want to be a rich sheik.
You look like Saddam. You look like Saddam Hussein.
So if I wear this, then maybe some rich woman would think I'm rich, and then she could pay all my bills.
On the game, he's spitting game right now.
You're funny. You're funny, man.
If it was pixelated, dude.
This is a wrestling show. Get out of here, Sabu. Get out of here, Sabu.
Oh, I'll do this. Iran, #1, USA, boom! Iron Sheik.
Cheeky, baby.
Classic.
I took that as a snack break.
I'm glad that happened the way it did because I did not want to edit.
I saw the life just leave face like, Baba, I'm recording.
Come on, Baba. Come on. You knew,
But
he
no,
knew what it was.
like, seeing
he
him in
knew
the
what it
full-
was. He knew what it
When you
was,
started
too. I told him
smiling?
I was recording before he started recording, and then I seen his ass, and I was like, all right, it's game. I know what it is. While I rock the Dubai hat, I'm leaving that uncut. I'm leaving that so uncut. I fucked up my camera, though. I'm not going to lie. I liked how I was angled. So, that's fine.
There we go.
What are we talking? LA Knight fumbled the bag. The Lyra Valkyria stuff was really cool. Like,
Yeah.
I thought that was because it was like those months were Lyra's moments. Like she had perfect match, terrible match. How does she respond? You know, and I thought that was really cool to show that off.
And what's funny is that like I remember seeing that happening, and I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, your hands are out, abandon it. And then when she put her hands back, I was like, no. And then what's funny is those that I completely forgot about all that. That just shows you wrestling community doesn't remember that. It's like there's no chance she's gonna see this at all. But like I watched every minute of that match. I was locked in. I didn't even remember that, and it doesn't reflect on who I think of her as a wrestler either. And she was so hard on herself with that, which like honestly, fair enough. You know, I think you should be hard on yourself to a degree, but she's obviously picked up and moved along. But I hope they're not punishing her with the Bailey stuff because her push kind of.
I don't think so. I honestly feel like that's on her and Bailey after watching. Like, I feel like her and Bailey feel bad about how WrestleMania went and Becky taking Bailey's spot. So now they're trying to, like, retcon that a little bit now. That's what it feels like to me. But it was cool seeing Lyra talk like that because I always like to hear, like, to me, as someone who watches from the outside, when you watch WWE, sometimes you forget that these people want to be all-time greats, you know? And hearing her talk like that, hearing Io when she's just like, I just want to be special, you know? Like, that's fucking cool to hear, you know? Like, you don't really see, even Cody talking about how disappointed he was in the WrestleMania stuff and the aftermath of that. All that is so cool for me.
How he was like, it's beneath what we can do. He's like, it wasn't bad, but it didn't reach what we can do. And I don't know that all of these guys and girls in the WWE are just maniacs that want to be the best. And honestly, I understand the perspective of if you don't want to be the best, then get out.
Yeah.
You know, which sucks for people like, because segue into Chelsea Green, where there's people that want to be the best that WWE would just put into the slot of you're going to be enhancement talent forever. You know, high level enhancement talent. And Chelsea Green is way better than that.
Yeah. No,
She
yeah,
should
definitely.
quit and go to AEW.
I mean, well, she won't now. Her husband's in WWE.
Oh,
but
yeah, she's married to
Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
Matt Cardona. So, I think she has a good mindset for it, but I agree with you. Where I don't think, like, I don't love her as a main eventer. Like, I couldn't see her as the top of the card. But when they talk about her, like, she can't be that. But we just had Tiffany Stratton win the Money in the Bank and the world title. Like, they are very similar to me, you know? It's just Tiffany Stratton's younger and got pushed a little harder. But I don't think Tiffany Stratton is, like, a better wrestler than Chelsea Green. She's a better athlete. But not a
Chelsea's
better
better on
wrestler.
the mic and tough as hell, too.
Yeah.
You know?
It's,
Like,
it does suck. Up until watching Unreal, I thought the Seth Rollins injury was not a work. I thought he actually got hurt, like, at Saturday night's main event, and, like, it wasn't as bad as they thought. That's kind of what I always assumed, because I was like, why the fuck would you take that angle? It's kind of a weird angle, but it worked out for me. Got a pop out of me.
yeah. I also thought it was kind of weird to fake lose and tell LA Knight, hey, just hit me with your finish and go home. It's kind of a fourth wall break. I don't know. But it gets
I don't
you,
love
and
that.
It worked.
I don't
It
love
worked,
that they
though,
did that.
you know?
It did work, but I don't love it.
They just can't do it again or wait like 10 years before they do something like that again.
Yeah.
You know? I think Seth said it in one of the little interviews that they had. They'd be like, yeah, it's like, people say, like, you could be dead after you could get hit by a bus and die, and I'd still think it might be a work. You know, like, at this point, his credibility is gone. But hey, the angle worked.
I don't believe Paul Heyman when he says he hates the show. I think he just uses it as a work. Like, he's so funny to me.
That dude doesn't shoot ever. That dude's always working. That dude
He's
is always
working, bro. He's always balling. I wonder how he is outside of the wrestling world. Like, I wonder if he's a
exactly
family man.
like that. Like, I bet you being his kids is like the most difficult thing in the fucking world. Like, you're just constantly like, you got to cut a promo to get anything, you know? You got to cut a promo on dad to get allowance.
I acknowledge my wife. Mom said you can't go out. I acknowledge her.
Like, I'm calling Uncle Roman to powerbomb you through a table again.
How did your son's basketball game go, Paul? He's a beast. He's a conqueror. He's every. It's like, bro, can you fucking relax?
Or there's also the classic one, it's always my fault. I'm a liar. I'm a manipulator. Whatever he said. I forget what that
He
was.
be hitting that one at home for sure. Or the fucking beatbox with the boombox.
Paul Heyman gifts are also like one of my favorite things to send you. Like,
They're
whenever we're,
elite.
like talking wrestling.
Hey, we're getting
Yeah,
breaking news right now from my cousin saying that my dad FaceTimed him dressed like a sheik. So just had to break that live on the pod.
I know. I was gonna say, if your camera was pixelated, that this would read like a freaking 2009 like beheading video behind you just coming in. You pixelated. Sorry, the joke came to me and I was like, you saw me not wanting to say it. And I was like, I got Joe Biden. This is your last warning. I'm telling you, your dad is now a character in this show. Anytime he's shown, he needs to be in that outfit.
That's not Baba anymore. That's Shiki Baby.
That Shiki baby.
Shiki Baby. The last thing we got to talk about on Unreal before we wrap up this episode is R-Truth. Obviously, we just do have to touch on it a little bit.
Ron Truth.
Everything Triple H said felt like cap. Everything R-Truth said felt real. And yeah, man, I love R-Truth. It's hard to hate the guy even after that.
Yeah, like Triple H just seems like such a fucking asshole. Like when he's in like some of these like writing room meetings, it's like it's one thing to be like, I don't understand the angle of him cutting his hair, versus being like, what the fuck does that accomplish, dumb piece of shit? Whose fucking idea was that?
I agree with Triple H, bro. I would react the same fucking way. Road Dogg's like, he should cut his hair, and Triple H is like, what does that mean? And Road Dogg's like, I don't know. That's why I hate pitching stuff. It's like, bro, find a fucking reason for your angle. Don't pitch a fucking half-baked
It also
angle.
seems like it was cut to make Road Dogg seem more stupid than he actually is, because I feel like there was a lot more said. And then they just cut to him saying, I don't know. And then he's like, exactly. I think they were trying to make Triple H...
Fucking dog Tom!
Dumbass, stupid.
Please.
He's like, everyone stand up at the table right now and boo Road Dogg. Everyone boo him right now. Like, it just made me sad. But like, also, I actually liked it.
I'm the bad guy.
I think the Ron Truth stuff, the Ron the Truth killing stuff should have, when he shaved his head, it should have been a serious turn there, you know, and they should have had him go on an actual run there, like a mid-card tear, you know. But now he's back to the same goofy shit, you know, and I'm like, man, what was all of it for? Like,
Nothing.
Trips, you're bitching about not getting your money's worth out of him. Then give him something that he obviously can do. And also, cutting someone's hair is like, or cutting your own hair is like, I wouldn't expect a room full of old white dudes to know the culture behind that. Like with like indigenous cultures and even black culture too. You're cutting your dreads, it's like you're going to war.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're cutting your hair off. That angle wasn't even kind of played, and it could have been, and that could have been a serious thing, you know? Like when Kyle Fletcher shaved his head, you know, but they didn't play that angle at all. I don't know. I feel like it was all there, but to prove a point,
for me.
it's still it's 100% goofy. But this is a guy who also 2 weeks before he shaved his head, came out to John Cena's entrance theme and did the exact same thing, and then lost clean, went away for like a week and a half, and then came back, shaved his head, and then now he's back to doing goofy shit again.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I think WWE should just pull the trigger and let him be Ron Killings sometimes. Maybe like that'll be like his demon persona. But yeah, no, I think Triple H was lying the whole time, and I think R-Truth was telling the truth. No pun intended there. But like, other than that, I don't really care at the end of the day too. Like, they're not utilizing him anyways. Like, if he was fired, we're not really missing much from WWE because they won't want to use it. But also, what if he's doing the Shinsuke thing where he's just happy to be doing his thing?
I think that's the case. I will also say the last thing about Unreal. I thought that the Jelly Roll stuff was really fucking good, and it made me feel like they did such a shitty job booking that match because like they should have included all that shit in the match. You know, like they kind of made it a big moment at the time, and I was like, okay, I don't really give a fuck, you know? But they didn't explain why it's a big moment and how he lost so much weight and all that shit. I mean, maybe on commentary they did, but the build-up to that match should have been Jelly Rolls getting in shape to prove it, and it was just like, oh, we have a celebrity, let's throw him with fucking Randy.
And like Randy could have been his like literally what they did with Maxine and Natalia. Same exact thing, but with Randy and Jelly Roll building up to the match.
Bro.
You know, like it's literally just tell the Rocky story. And also, Jelly Roll wanting to lose, big ups, big ups,
Sick.
big ups. Going in there, going, I shouldn't beat any of them. Even though Logan is like was a part timer at the time, but isn't anymore.
Uh-huh.
But like, it's like one of those things, or at least he's not on a part time run right now. He might be again in the future. I know, I'm not holding my breath there. But I liked it. I liked that, and you're right. That was really engaging TV. That makes the match feel a lot better. That if we knew about that, would have made me care about the match more. But they got to save something for Unreal, right?
Yeah, there we go. Well, I think that was we made an episode out of a pretty lame week in wrestling. So thank you guys for sticking around. Again, if you guys haven't already, click the link in the description, join the Discord, and talk to us. I mean, every week we could talk about every single show. Monday through Friday, there's a section for WWE, section for AEW, section for other promotions, and a general section. Talk to us about your day. Let us know what you think, man. But I've been RTP Ant. It's my boy RTP John. John, you got anything else you want to say, brother?
Yeah, also in the Discord, you want to talk UFC? We're both avid fans of UFC. It's gonna be picking up. We got a good fight night coming up. We had a good UFC 324.
Something like that.
Yesterday,
yeah.
Whatever it was. We would talk about that stuff too. Honestly, Ant's more on the sports stuff than I am. So talk about anything. We're open for it. So.
Hey, but we out. Good.